Has the NBA offseason become a relentless, dizzying carousel of whispers, half-truths, and outright fabrications, leaving fans emotionally whiplashed by every passing rumor? Just when you think you've got a handle on your team's direction, a new report emerges, only to be swiftly debunked, leaving a trail of confusion and frustration. This summer, no team has navigated this treacherous landscape quite like the Los Angeles Lakers. Fresh off a disappointing first-round exit, with the legendary LeBron James entering the twilight of his career and the dynamic Luka Doncic now firmly entrenched as their future, the Lakers are at a pivotal crossroads. Their every move, every rumored target, every strategic whisper is scrutinized, analyzed, and often wildly speculated upon. But what if the noise is just that, noise, masking a far more ambitious long-term vision that could redefine the very landscape of the Western Conference? For weeks, the name Andrew Wiggins echoed through the hallowed halls of Lakers trade discussions. The versatile wing, recently acquired by the Miami Heat from the Golden State Warriors, was painted as the missing piece, the perfect two-way complement to LeBron and Doncic. Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points even laid out a tantalizing scenario: Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, and a collection of draft assets heading to South Beach in exchange for Wiggins. The buzz was palpable, the fan base alight with the prospect of adding a former champion and proven scorer. It felt like a logical fit, a sensible move for a team desperate to bolster its wing depth and defensive versatility. But then, as quickly as the rumor ignited, it was extinguished. The cold, hard truth, delivered with a dismissive shrug by the Athletic's Dan Woik on the Zach Lowe show, cut through the speculation like a hot knife through butter. They're not interested in Andrew Wiggins, Woik stated unequivocally, adding, "I think I can put that one to bed." Just like that, the dream dissolved, the tantalizing prospect vanished into the ether of debunked NBA trade chatter. Wiggins, coming off a season where he averaged a respectable 18.0 points for 0.5 rebounds and 2.6 assists between his stints with the Warriors and the Heat, shooting 44.8% from the field and 37.4% from three, seemed like a viable option. So, why the sudden definitive rejection from the Lakers? Perhaps it wasn't about Wiggins' talent, but about the Lakers' unwavering focus on a grander, more audacious plan, a plan that extends far beyond the immediate need for a wing player. The Lakers' decision-makers have made it abundantly clear, through both their strategic maneuvers and their public pronouncements, that their gaze is fixed firmly on the horizon. With LeBron James entering his age 41 season in 2025-26, the final year of his current contract, the franchise is meticulously preserving maximum financial flexibility for the summers of 2026 and 2027. This isn't just about adding talent. It's about adding superstar talent, superstars who can seamlessly integrate alongside their 26-year-old cornerstone, Luka Doncic. Doncic, a generational talent in his own right, is the undisputed anchor of the Lakers' future, the player around whom they envision legitimate contention against the Western Conference's new behemoth, the Oklahoma City Thunder, for the next half-decade. And this is where the plot thickens, where the whispers turn into a roaring current of strategic ambition. The NBA is a league built on relationships, on friendships forged in international competition and shared experiences. Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, two of the most transcendent talents of their generation, hail from the same region of the world, sharing a bond that extends beyond the hardwood. Jokic, a three-time MVP and the architect of the Denver Nuggets' recent success, is entering the latter stages of his prime, while Doncic is just beginning his. In a world where dreams become reality, the Lakers envision a scenario where these two titans unite, forming a tandem that could dominate the league for years to come. This isn't mere fantasy, it's a meticulously calculated long shot. Mark Deeks of Heavy recently asserted that the entire Lakers' offseason strategy for 2025, or the conspicuous lack of certain moves, is designed with one ultimate goal in mind: making a monumental free agency splash for Nikola Jokic in the summer of 2027. This revelation comes on the heels of Jokic's decision to decline a contract extension with the Nuggets earlier this month, a move that sent shockwaves through the league. Even Denver Nuggets president Josh Kroenke has publicly acknowledged the possibility of Jokic's eventual departure, a rare admission from an executive about a franchise cornerstone. Jokic's refusal to sign an extension could, of course, be purely financial. He stands to gain significantly more money by waiting until next summer to sign a long-term deal. This is a common tactic in the NBA, a shrewd business decision for players seeking to maximize their earnings. Luka Doncic himself might follow a similar path, potentially signing a 3-year extension with the Lakers this August instead of a 4-year deal, allowing him to sign a far more lucrative contract with 10 years of NBA service under his belt in the summer of 2028. These are the intricate dance steps of contract negotiations, where every year, every clause can mean tens of millions of dollars. However, for a player of Jokic's stature, known for his candid honesty about his future and the state of the Nuggets organization, his motivations might be more nuanced than mere financial gain. This uncertainty, this deliberate ambiguity he's created, could be a calculated move to pressure the Denver front office. It's a subtle but powerful message. Invest more aggressively in building another championship-caliber roster, and do it now. Jokic can, of course, sign that extension next summer, rendering any positioning for him irrelevant, Deeks conceded. But the Lakers heard the same story about Luka and Joker that everyone else did, and they are planning accordingly. This isn't just about a trade. It's about a multi-year chess match, a strategic alignment of stars and circumstances that could reshape the NBA's power structure. But while the Lakers are playing the long game, they also recognize the immediate need for improvement. LeBron James, despite his age, remains a top 10 to 15 player in the league, and maximizing his remaining years of elite play still makes logical sense. Yet, James' recent comments have hinted at a potential reluctance from the Lakers' front office to part with valuable assets for immediate upgrades, suggesting a careful balancing act between present competitiveness and future flexibility. This brings us to the fascinating, albeit controversial, trade proposals floating around. Sports Illustrated recently put forth a compelling 3-team trade scenario involving the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat, with the Lakers landing a significant piece, Bam Adebayo. In this proposed deal, the Hawks would receive Maxi Kleber, the Heat would acquire Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, and a top 3 protected first-round pick from the Lakers, and Los Angeles would secure the services of Bam Adebayo. For the Lakers, this move is a no-brainer, a slam dunk. They get one of the best defenders in the NBA and someone to pair with Doncic, even when James retires, Sports Illustrated argued. The center position suddenly becomes a strength for Los Angeles, and they improve their team and their chances of making a deep run this season. Adebayo's defensive prowess, his ability to anchor a defense, and his underrated playmaking would be a transformative addition alongside Doncic, providing a two-way force that could elevate the Lakers immediately and secure their frontcourt for the post-LeBron era. However, the viability of this trade hinges entirely on the Miami Heat's willingness to part with their all-star center. Sports Illustrated's reasoning for Miami's potential agreement centered on acquiring Austin Reeves, a player they believe has all-star potential along with bench depth in Gabe Vincent, shooting in Dalton Knecht, and another valuable draft asset. The idea is that Miami could free up future cap space by moving Adebayo's substantial contract, anticipating a future where Reeves blossoms into a star. But this is where the trade proposal begins to unravel under closer scrutiny. Is it truly logical for the Heat to trade an established all-star in Bam Adebayo for a player with potential all-star upside in Austin Reeves? While Reeves is a talented young guard, the immediate impact of such a trade would undoubtedly make the Heat worse in the short term. Furthermore, the defensive fit between Reeves and their other dynamic guard, Tyler Herro, raises significant questions. Both are offensive-minded players, and pairing them in the backcourt could create defensive vulnerabilities that a defensively-minded team like the Heat would be hesitant to embrace. As Sports Illustrated themselves conceded, are they really going to move Bam? That move would make them worse this season, and Reeves and Tyler Herro don't look like they fit together very well defensively. Ultimately, While the Lakers might be willing to part with a player like Reeves in a significant trade, and the Heat might consider moving Adebayo under the right circumstances, this specific proposal appears to be heavily skewed in Los Angeles's favor. It's a fantastic deal for the Lakers, but a questionable one for the Heat, highlighting the immense difficulty in orchestrating blockbuster trades that genuinely benefit all parties involved. The Los Angeles Lakers are not merely rebuilding, they are strategically re-engineering their entire franchise. The swift debunking of the Andrew Wiggins rumors was not a misstep, but a clear signal. Their focus is not on quick fixes or opportunistic additions that don't align with their grand design. Instead, they are meticulously positioning themselves for a future built around Luka Doncic with an audacious, long-term vision that could see another MVP-caliber superstar join his side. This isn't just about winning a championship. It's about building a sustainable dynasty, one that transcends the immediate challenges and the fleeting nature of NBA rumors. The road ahead is complex, filled with strategic gambles and difficult decisions, but the Lakers' ambition is clear: to once again stand atop the NBA mountain, not just for a season, but for a generation. What do you make of the Lakers' long-term strategy, Fabian? Do you believe they can truly pull off a move for Nikola Jokic in 2027? And what about the proposed Bam Adebayo trade? Do you think it makes any sense for the Miami Heat? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth NBA analysis.